Hey, hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here today with Olivia LaGrassa. We're going to talk about Olivia's journey as she went through my 12-week program, Metabolic Transformation. And Olivia, thank you so much for being here today.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much, Lisa, for inviting me to do this with you.
Well, I am just thrilled to have you here because you are such a phenomenal client. The successes that you had in 12 weeks, I mean, you lost over 23, 24 inches, down 10 pounds, just so many improvements over what you did. But what I want to do is get the whole picture of your journey and see what was happening before you started with me, what you took away from the program going through it, and where you are now. So let's first start with what was happening before you started with me? Like, what was going on in your life that brought you to a point of reaching out?
Okay, so it's back in May, I guess, like, the winter, the fall, coming to the spring, I found my clothing not fitting me. I was trying different things, trying like skip a meal, do this, more coffee, work, no, get the walks in and stuff like that, but it seemed to not work. And my daughter and I took a trip to Dallas for like a few days, and I was just so upset. I had to buy new clothing for the trip. I was not fitting in my mediums. I was buying large t-shirts, large skirts, or whatever for the vacation trip. And I was just not happy with where I was in my life. And my daughters noticed it too. They're like, "You got to do something." And I go, I'm trying, but it's not working."
Oh,
So
how
then my
fascinating.
daughter, kids being the technology, she put in weight loss, North Andover trainers, and Lisa, Body and Soul Coaching, popped up. She goes, "Mom, this sounds like something." So we read it over together. And so she, with my looking over her shoulder, sent you an email from Texas saying, yeah, yada, yada. And then the next day you called us. We're still in Dallas. And from then on,
That's right.
I became a client, and I misbehaved when I was in Dallas. We had such a fun time. The food was fantastic. And I didn't open the email till like the week later when I was supposed to be keeping track of my fitness pal of what I'd been doing. But then it was like a free for all for that whole week. And then I started with you. And since then, I had the 12-week program.
Mhm.
Fantastic. I learned that I had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I had to eat more rather than turn out meals, but I had to get up in the morning and eat and do the workouts and put the time in. But and drink a lot of water, which that was always a great habit of mine, still is. I love my cold water.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it was just the start of that from May till now, and it's now October, which I can't
Right.
believe. But so starting with you, I blew up to like 178. I'm down to like the 160 right now,
Yeah,
159 to
excellent.
160. So I'm like hovering those numbers, and it's been down to 158, which is 20 pounds. And I was like,
Oh, it's
wow.
20 pounds. That's awesome. So you're probably down even more inches because I think
Oh, definitely.
when we had ended the 12-week program, you were already down. It was over 10 pounds, but you were down about 24 inches. So I think that speaks a lot to the strength training that goes into it. I think a lot of
Oh,
forget
definitely.
about that part. And when we first started, you really want to get rid of belly fat. You're like, I've got to get
Exactly.
inches off my waist. And I know the last time we had a measurement that you checked in with me, you were down about 6 inches off your waist, which
Yeah.
is amazing. Amazing.
Definitely, the belly fat is definitely very, very minimal. I fit back my clothing. I bought a few new pairs of pants. I have to, but it's been fantastic, like
Yeah.
getting back into my closet,
So
which
I got to ask you, when you first started the program, I know there's always reservations about starting a program. So what were your reservations or your fears going into this?
I was definitely nervous with the whole situation. I didn't know if I was going to have one-on-ones, if I was going to have to be somewhere extra early. I had no idea. But then when I read into it, it's like it's a journey. You have your group, we have the one-on-one with you, we have your everyday getting the emails. This is your plan for today. This is your workouts for today. Get them done, and your daily habits, and getting those habits into your daily routine.
Right, right.
So
All about the habits.
habits. And I've always had the habit of drinking water, but getting the exercise in, getting that 20 minutes of cardio or just going for the walk, not, killing yourself, but definitely getting the walks in or whatever kind of workout you got to get in to get it done daily.
Well, I mean, I obviously the program works. I know it works. You know it works.
Yeah.
But I think, but a lot of your success is because you worked the program, right?
Oh,
And it's showing up each day. So I have to give you some accolades there for doing that. You did an amazing job of following through with everything you're supposed to do. What do you think what's your biggest takeaway from being on the program?
I'm amazed at the way it's worked for me because I never was a breakfast person. Now I tend to I pick and stuff like that. But now I realize that I definitely have to have a start in the morning with the breakfast,
Mhm.
and I can plan my meals out. I wing it all the time, but I always, I make conscious decisions on what goes into my mouth. And if I do something like eat a slice of pizza, I make sure that I'm not doing it the next day, or, it's not a daily thing. It's a treat.
Right. Oh,
And I
that's good. So it sounds like you really have that balance in place of like, constantly balancing out. Okay, if I'm going to
yeah,
eat this, I'm not going to eat that. And if I have eat
exactly.
more this day, eat less that day. So I think that speaks a lot to lifestyle.
Yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle. I never thought it would work, but it's fabulous.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh, good.
so happy. The girls are so happy with me. My confidence is up. It's great.
Yeah, when you first started, your confidence level was pretty low. So I always ask everybody on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your confidence? How's your sleep? How's your confidence in the gym? What's your joy and all of that? And I remember in yours, between 1 and 10 in confidence, you gave yourself a 3, and with sleep, you gave yourself a 3. So I would love to know, like, what number would you give yourself today on a scale of 1 to 10? Where's your confidence level? 1 being low and 10 being high.
I'm pretty close to a 10. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying my life. I feel very confident in myself. Finally, it's taken time to get my confidence levels up,
Right.
but I feel, I can only go up now. But
Yeah.
because
Oh, well, being at a 10 is pretty damn good. And how about your sleep? There's a lot of women over 50 complain about not being able to sleep. And I know you were complaining about that as well. How's your sleep now?
my sleep is much, much better. As I say, I believe I need to invest in a new mattress. It's just like I just don't want to do it right now. But yeah,
We all
but
have
it's much,
choices.
much better. Definitely not tossing and turning. No, it's much, much better. So yeah, I would give that a 10.
Excellent. So what would you say to somebody who, like you, was wanting to invest in the 12-week program, but they were feeling apprehensive? What would you say to them?
It's definitely worth it. Go for it. I mean, you're investing in it's a lifestyle change. It's definitely worth the investment. I feel very confident with the tools I learned in the 12 weeks, and checking out on Facebook, learning other tools, and, different ways to get the daily routines done. I find that definitely was well worth the investment for me. I'm
Right.
truly lucky that I had it, was able to do it. And even if I had to, I would do it again. But
Well, luckily, you don't have to do that.
no, once, as I say, and having your groups are fabulous. Being able to meet the girls and be in the face group and reaching out to those in the bad days, like the weather, seasonal weather, Irish weather
Yeah.
out there today. It's tough to get the daily stuff done.
Right. Right. But you're doing it. You're doing it. So
I'm doing
that
it.
is fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here. I don't know, is there anything else that you need to add to that, or did we cover it all?
I think we covered it all, but I will say, Lisa, Body and Soul Coaching, thank you for giving me my life back. My girls
Oh,
are proud of me too.
oh my gosh. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
that.
so much, Lisa.
All right. Well, you stay in touch. You stay in that group, and
I will, for
and
sure.
thank you for sharing your story with everybody. I know how busy you are, and I appreciate you taking time to be here today. So thank you for that.
We'll see
All
you
right.
really soon. Cheers.
Excellent. I will see you in the group.
Yes, you will. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.